Hi, I'm Lee Sherry, and I'm going to work with you on your 60-second elevator pitch. I'm a business consultant and a coach, and over the years I've discovered that people like you are looking to get somewhere where they're not. Now that might be your next great job or the next good customer. Typically when you talk to someone, you have 60 seconds of their time to tell them your story. Your 60-second elevator pitch is just that. It's introducing yourself and telling someone, likely a stranger, who you are, what you can do, and what your goal is. The elevator pitch was developed back in 1929 in New York City. Someone was looking for work and brilliantly discovered that they had someone's undivided attention if they pushed the top floor when they get in on the ground level. The 60-second elevator pitch needs to encompass a number of segments. And you think, in 60 seconds, how can I do that? You can do it. It's easily, in fact, as you try this on your own, you may find that you're having trouble having enough material for 40 seconds. It's okay. What's important is that you grab my attention and that you give me the opportunity to help you in finding a job or that next great customer. A very critical part of your introduction is a handshake. What's in a handshake? There are many things. First of all, you want to be engaging, you want to be inviting, and you want that handshake not to feel like a dead fish or feel like you're being crushed by a powerlifter.
Hi, my name's Stephanie. I've got a really funny story for you.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Leslie.
Hey Sammy, how's it going?
Good.
Hi, my name's Claire.
If you look at the way Stephanie extended her hand in her handshake, what you saw was genuine excitedness and passion and real. Great start to an introduction. And it's a great thing to do to make the connection with the person that you're engaging with.
Hi Lee, it's Greg Johnson from the Mentor Plus Project. How are you today?
Great.
Just want to have a discussion with you. I know that you signed up for our site, and I just want to have a discussion with you on what you think.
You don't always have the opportunity or the ease of a handshake to introduce yourself. As you can see with Greg, he's on the telephone. He's taking every opportunity to extend his 60-second elevator pitch to someone who can help him. Greg has a goal he wants to reach, and so he starts with his story. At this point, you've made the connection and you want to get some excitement going. Because the next parts that we're going to deal with are segments of our 60-second elevator pitch where we really want them to listen, where we really want to engage them and make sure that they're hearing what we need to say. What we need to do is take our biography, our CV, and make that 10 or 15 seconds. So we have to wordsmith who we are into very succinct and attention-grabbing words. Let me give you another example. Matt tells us he's from rural PEI, and that gives him the quality of person that is concerned with people and interested in connecting with them at every opportunity.
I grew up in rural Prince Edward Island, and I feel like the values that were instilled with me in such a rural area have transferred over into my professional life, and I feel like those values, pride in my work, pride in making relationships with clients and coworkers and colleagues, I think that sets me apart from the rest.
That's a great story told in a very few words. Use your resume to develop that really sharp and attention-grabbing 10 seconds. Let's move to step 3 in the ebook that you've probably already read. Who is affected and what have you done for people? Isaac loves to develop teams and give them the strength and the capacity to far outperform any other team on the go.
Taking teams and making them strong performers, just being really successful. And another one of my strengths is actually employee engagement.
What you want to say in this segment of your 60-second elevator pitch is, who are the people that are affected? And why did you do a better job of affecting them than anybody else? Oftentimes, when we're looking for employment, we start to go through and say, what are the jobs we did? Well, I was an accounting manager and I had 5 people reporting to me and they got month end done on time. That's not quite as exciting as In my career as an accounting manager, I led our team to be both timely and accurate. Those words are going to grab the attention of someone who's connected to the accounting world. Is there someone that you've affected in a very small way? Or is there some reason that you have a great ability to impact people? Maybe your company offers something that no one else in town offers. Or maybe it offers the best pulled pork in the area. What I want you to do is narrow down that information so that I don't get lost in kind of the details. I need some detail, but I want to stay focused. So what I want you to do is either write that out or practice saying great long stories about yourself and who you have affected. And then come back and try and narrow that down. This is an important part of your story, then you need to make this an important part of your 60-second elevator pitch. If we were to go back to the introduction, you're going to change that depending on where you are and who you're with. It's the same with your story and who you've affected. Practice it, and we'll come back and make it better. Let's move to step 4 of the development of our 60-second elevator pitch. Step 4 is you telling me what is your mission, what is your goal. And that will change depending on whether you and I are talking about you as an entrepreneur or you and I talking about you as a great employee moving to your next employment opportunity. You've probably heard of goals and SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, reasonable, and timely. The goal in this conversation is, what do you want as a next step? For Doug, it's that more people are aware of the Native issues.
I'm trying to help our men to look at themselves and build their spirit properly so that they can flourish within their own lives and into the mainstream population and the workforce.
Matt Elson wants to make sure that the processes in your organization are clean, effective, and efficient.
We can teach you to be process improvement experts in your own organization, looking at it from a different perspective.
Be specific in your goal. Work on it, write it, rewrite it, and then practice saying it. So many people want to practice in front of someone they know. That's going to be the toughest part of this. I'd encourage you to practice it on your own. And then in the coffee shop, as you're walking down the street, use any opportunity to engage with strangers, because it'll be much easier to practice with someone you don't know than with someone you're very close to. Jeff tells us that one of the most important means of marketing for him is word of mouth. And he knows that word of mouth marketing builds based on the integrity of his business operations.
They freely kind of like to share the word about the services of YPS. And I think mainly what they're sharing is our business integrity, excellent service and client care, and our ability to provide uncompromised solutions to their IT needs.
Kathy invites us to her website, and you can see in the expression in Kathy's face that she's maintained excitement in the conversation that she's had with us during those 60 seconds.
We'll work hard to get you the return on your investment that you want. So you can check out our website at gkyork.ca.
Samuel wants to work in human rights, and he tells us he wants to take the energy that he derived from playing football and changing that into energy in helping people.
Although I stopped playing football, I never stopped practicing what football has taught me. It just told me that the challenges of life can be overcome with determination and heart. I transfer this mentality into my work life as well, as pursuing a career in human rights.
And so, remember that goals need to be succinct and genuine and brief. They're not going to take 25 seconds of your 60 seconds. They'll take a very few seconds at the end of the conversation. But whoa, we're not done. You've told me your goal, but I need some follow-up. I need to know, how am I going to help you? Follow-up isn't just a business card. Many networking events today, people show up without a business card thinking it's old-fashioned. Give me a card, your name and your email address, or your website. Give the people you're talking to an opportunity to talk back to you. Do they know anybody in your line of work? Do they know of anybody looking to fill a position? Do they know of anybody needing a service, whether that be auto mechanics, electrician, or a video producer? Always finish with a handshake. And you've practiced that, so you know how easy that can be. And then, wait for the magic. You've done a great job of developing your 60-second elevator pitch, and I encourage you to practice that and create 2 or 3 when you get good at it, so that you can use them in different situations.
Hi Lee, I'm Ryan.
Hi.
I just had the greatest experience this summer. First, a few months ago I graduated from a top school in New York City, and then I had the great opportunity to go to Belgium and play professional baseball. And now I'm looking for a financial analyst job. When I was at university, I developed a passion for investments and finance, and I stumbled into a stock trading competition online with a roommate, and that led to a thesis that I ended up developing, and now it's going to be published this coming fall. Now I'm looking for a way to transfer those skills into the professional financial services world, and also the skills I learned from team sports such as baseball, and transferring those soft skills into the workplace. So do you happen to know anyone in the financial world who it would be worth talking to? I would love to give you my contact information to further this discussion at another time.
Ryan, your goal was very concise, and I enjoyed the enthusiasm that you brought to that closing of our conversation. Your eye contact was marvelous. It's important when you go through this process that your eyes don't wander. They leave the listener wondering if they're really important. I would add one recommendation on the goal, and that is, where do you want to work as a financial analyst? Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver, or back in New York City? Congratulations on a great job of your 60-second elevator pitch. I understand that it takes time, and you did a great job of being patient in developing what you needed to develop to grab my attention. I do know someone in the industry, and I'd be happy to hand down your resume. So, let me reiterate the elements of the 60-second elevator pitch. Be clear and be concise. Be visual and be effective in demonstrating your genuine interest in what you're talking about. Don't use industry jargon. The person you're talking to might not know what an RFP is. So make sure they understand. And at the end of your 60-second elevator pitch, close the loop. Do the follow-up and the follow-through. Have a great day. Good morning, Lee Sherry.
Hey Lee, this is Ryan. How are you?
Ryan, how are you today?
I'm great. I got some great news for you.
Tell me.
I just received a job offer.
Congratulations. Is it what you're looking for?
It is exactly what I'm looking for. It really aligns well with my career goals. You remember 2 weeks ago today when we sat down and you said if you're really serious about getting a job, you need to do this?
Yes, I do.
Well, I used that 60-second elevator pitch in the interview, and it sparked a lot of great conversation.
Congratulations, Ryan. I know that you worked hard at creating a great pitch, but I also know that you worked hard at making sure that a lot of people heard it. So congratulations on the job, and I look forward to hearing about your successes.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Have a great day.
You too.